Title 32nd place, the Yonta Maria Grand Fleet. This armada is the biggest asset to the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. They have a total of 4,300 members, with Orlumbus and his cohort Columbus leading them. Although we don't know the exact feats of this crew, it is supposedly very infamous. And it is even said that sinking this fleet would bring fame to the person responsible. Their flagship is called the Yonta Maria, and besides it, there are 5 other replicas of the flagship called the Santa Marias. There are also 50 smaller replicas of the Yonta Maria, which are referred to as Nita Marias, which means that this crew has 56 ships in total. Hopefully we'll see their full strength at some point during the final saga. 23rd place, the Hapo Navy. As one of the oldest naval forces in the New World, the Hapo Navy enjoys a rich legacy spanning back almost 300 years. During Lord Qinzhao's leadership, the Hapo Navy was powerful enough to warrant attention from Monkey D. Garp. And this is no small feat, as this guy only goes after the strongest pirates in the world. The crew consists of a large fleet of ships under the command of Qinzhao family and has around 1,000 members. The current leader of the Hapo Navy is Qinzhao's grandson, Commander Sai, after his marriage to Baby 5 following the events of Dressrosa. Their flagship is called the Haposai, and their primary fighting style is known as the Hashoken, which is a powerful martial arts technique that allows the user to produce powerful shockwaves. The Hapo Navy is also a part of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Considering that Qinzhao has retired from the crew, the 34th place seems fitting for them. The Fallen Monk Pirates. Even though they barely show up in the main story and haven't been seen since the events of Dressrosa, the Fallen Monk Pirates, led by their captain Uroge, are a collection of dangerous Sky Island inhabitants who seem to be fairly competent when it comes to combat. They held their own against several other crews and managed to invade Big Mom's territory, even defeating one of her sweet commanders. Their ship is called the Hanjumaru, and none of the other members of the crew, besides the captain, have had their names disclosed so far. Their objectives and purpose are also currently unknown. I'll place them in 21st place until we learn more about them. The On-Air Pirates. The captain of On-Air Pirates is Scratchman Apu, and besides him, the crew has no named members. They are presumably a pretty strong crew considering their captain's bounty of 350 million berries and the fact that they managed to reach the New World. This crew doesn't really have any feats, and after the time skip, it was quickly assimilated under Beast Pirates, which makes their status as an independent crew unclear. Their ship is called the Stay Tuned. 35th place, the Kuja Pirates. With a rich legacy behind them, this collection of fierce warriors of the Kuja tribe is the only crew to exist on the Calm Belt, despite how dangerous those waters are. Led by the current Empress Boa Hancock and her sisters Sandersonia and Marigold, the Kuja pirates are a formidable force that usually keeps away from the world's affairs. Their flagship is a galleon named the Perfume Yuda, and it's pulled by 2 giant poisonous serpents that keep the Sea Kings away from attacking the ship. While Boa was a warlord, all inhabitants of Amazon Lily were considered members of the crew under her protection. But now that the warlords are disbanded, the number of current active members of the crew is not really clear. Considering Boa's ridiculous new bounty, I can't place them any lower than 20th place. The Hoka Hoka Pirates. The Hoka Hoka Pirates made a brief appearance during the Jaya arc, as the crew's first mate and only known member, Okome, bore witness to the brutal beatdown of the Roshio pirates. 54th place. The fake Straw Hat crew. Following the disappearance of the real Straw Hat pirates during the 2-year time skip, a group emerged that tried to capitalize on the fear and terror spread by Luffy and his crew. The fake Straw Hat crew consisted of weak individuals, with members like Demalo Black, Manjaro, and Drip, looking nothing like their real counterparts, and yet they managed to fool the world. After getting exposed for who they were, the fake Straw Hat crew was almost killed off by Caribou for manipulating them, yet somehow survived the encounter. They were last seen in G4 prison cell and were arrested for trying to impersonate the recently destroyed Kid Pirates. These are basically 8 people who can't even fight. 78th place. The Flying Pirates. Perhaps the closest thing to the legend of the Flying Dutchman we got in the story, Vanderdecken the Ninth's crew, consists of fishmen who sail with him on their ship. They were somewhat formidable because of Deccan's Devil Fruit ability and Waratsumi's strength, but ultimately got arrested for their crimes by the Neptune army. Waratsumi later defected from the crew after his captain was arrested, and was banished from Fishman Island. 52nd place. The Masira Pirates. The Masira Pirates, led by their captain Masira, are a part of the Saruyama Alliance. They are pretty much a bunch of ship scavengers and treasure hunters who operate near or around Jaya. Their flagship is called the Victory Hunter, and the strongest member of the crew is Masira himself, who can take down large sea beasts on his own. 62nd place. The Shuju Pirates. The Shuju Pirates were the second part of the Saruyama Alliance and were a group of echolocating explorers who looked for treasure. Led by Captain Shuju, brother of Masira, the crew travels on their flagship, the Utan Sonar. Using his strong vocal cords, Shuzu can deal damage to other pirate vessels. His crew also includes a squad of Utan divers who help him use echolocation to find sunken treasure. They focus solely on treasure hunting and not on fighting. So, 63rd place. The Roger Pirates. Arguably the most influential pirate crew that has ever existed, the Roger Pirates were the only crew to make it to Laugh Tale and find Joy Boy's legendary treasure, One Piece. They were also one of the strongest pirate crews on the seas, often clashing with other legendary crews like Golden Lion Pirates, Whitebeard Pirates, and even the legendary Marine Monkey D. Garp. However, the most surprising thing about them is that apparently no senior member of the crew had any devil fruit powers. Their ship's name was Oro Jackson, a vessel crafted from Treasure Tree Adams wood by the legendary shipwright Tom. Despite their achievements, Roger Pirates were a modest-sized crew, only consisting of around 30 members in total. Among them were the captain, Pirate King Goldie Roger, his right-hand man, Silvers Rayleigh, his left-hand man, Scopper Gabon, the ship's Dr. Crocus, and the two rookies, Shanks and Bucky. Although they were never defeated or captured by the world government, the crew eventually disbanded after their captain's health deteriorated and he turned himself in to the Marines. No need to explain this one, easy second place.